Welcome to SFN, your preeminent source for space and defense news and all things tangentially related. We're your hosts, loyal to the foil here at Houston, Mission Control. And we've got Alara of Sirius in low Earth orbit. And we're here live every Sunday night.
Space Driots, how's everybody doing tonight? Happy Sunday. It's August 22nd, isn't it? Yeah, it's Sunday.
Don't ask me.
August 22nd.
I don't believe in time.
Yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? It's good to see you guys. 1 year anniversary of Space Force News. Yes, this insane show started exactly 1 year ago. It has been quite a journey. How are you doing this evening, loyal to the foil, here on our anniversary?
Man, it's our anniversary.
Ooh.
Right?
Yep. What's up, man?
Yay.
It's cool. You got your Afro puffs and shit? I see you're ready
yes.
to rock.
Rough and tough with my Afro puffs,
That's
man.
Right. That's so
really
you too.
right
What's going
Afro.
on, Disco Daphne, Puddin' Hollow, Desert Fire, Dave MC, Jonas Sark, Golden Crisp, Hez, Leyland, Bia Fofia, Caustic and Abrasive, Mr. UFO Mark, always good to see you, Miracle Girly, Chef Matt, Amethyst Cat, Patricia Saradol, Cad Spotter, Wanderless Kate, Path, FZ. Here we are, friends. Shaz64. We're going to make it a night to remember. We're going to troll ourselves tonight. Because why not? We have given so much great stuff in the last show.
Are we up on Foxhole? Of course, there would be some kind of shenanigans.
No, as
are
far
we
as I can
up on the
tell, I
Foxhole?
can see the stream coming in. I can see the chat coming in.
I see the
Can I
chat
get
too. Golden Chris says, am I the only one not getting the stream here? And
Can
then
I
they're
get a-
asking on...
Can I get a 5x5 on the Foxhole if we are good to go? Thank you, T. Roy Cooks, for the happy anniversary. We really super appreciate it. What's going on? Up 3, Michael Perkins, Pine Cones, and Moss. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Delana Fearless, Ascension Diaries, Miss Alexis from Ascension
it's
Diaries.
a good thing you're here.
Always good to
Alexis.
see you. Right? Bestie, what's going on? Sugar Dragon Slayer? No, it's Sugar Dragon Slayer. Where the Alarasaurus is she going to stand us again tonight? Well, Alarasaurus is going to live on forever, I have a feeling. It's never going to go away. So, and that's fine with me. I'm totally okay with that. No stream
boy.
yet on Foxhole.
No. Oh, do you got to toggle stuff?
Hold on. I'm going to have to toggle. It's still really not on Foxhole. Do I really got to toggle Foxhole? Oh,
Apparently.
man. All right. Hold on, guys. This is going to take me a second here. Let's hope nothing gets... Oh, Lord have mercy here.
I mean, did we expect anything less?
On our anniversary stream, no less.
I know, right?
Hold on. I'm about to toggle Foxhole. All right. Let me know if it's up right now. Or no. It says online.
All right, hold on.
What about the bunker, guys? Is it on the bunker or no? Is anybody getting bunker or Foxhole?
Find out.
Yeah, we can't have it.
Yes,
not
we
on the
shall
Foxhole.
see. Right? I know, right? Oh, it's our home away from home.
All right, I'm going to toggle the bunker and Foxhole, okay?
Yeah. They're saying chat is working, but no video. Foxes are cool. Yes, foxes are cool, Alexis.
Okay, bunker and Foxhole is now toggled, so go ahead and refresh your screens, guys. Let me know how that works out.
Oh, shenanigans already. They're saying nothing.
I just toggled it. It should come on now.
Let me go over here and take a look. I wonder if it's the whole Foxhole or just us. They're saying nothing yet. Got to give it a second, guys. You could watch on YouTube and chat on Foxhole. You could do that.
That's true. 5x5?
Oh.
5x5?
Okay, it says we're live.
We have
Yay!
success. It worked and it didn't take any of the other
Right.
streams down. All right. I got to wait for the chats to repopulate in, though, guys, before
There
I can
it
really...
is.
So, yeah, let's give that a little second. Oh, thank you, FC, for the 50 spot. Happy anniversary, you puffin freaks. Thank you so much.
Aw,
we
thanks,
really
love.
appreciate that. That is so sweet. Mr. No
Yes,
Clip,
thank
what's
you.
up, man? Death Memes. Joan of Sark, PJ Zwiernick. All right, we're 5x5 now on the Foxhole. That's called winning right there. All right, so now that we're 5x5 on the Foxhole, should we start with some comedy? Oh, I gotta Argus.
Arg.
I
Yeah,
got
this whole
Argus.
shit is comedy, man. I don't know where to
show?
start with the funny. Yes.
All right, we're not going to that yet. We're not on that yet. We're still
not yet.
No,
we're gonna withhold the funny.
We have some memes to play first. We have some funny memes, and then we're gonna start trolling ourselves.
Thanks for the cookie, Biafofia.
Thank you, Biafofia.
Yes,
Okay,
thank you for the gold pill, love, guys.
I think we're good to go now, so we can start with that. So I think this is DeFranzer's meme, and it's great. It's great. So let's enjoy this. It's great. It's great. It's great.
Oh my God, I love it! Oh my God, I love it! Oh my God, I love it!
I hate her voice.
Oh, I love that.
I hate her voice.
Oh, it's the worst.
Right? Thanks for the cookie, T. Roy Cooks.
It's absolutely the worst. It's absolutely
her cackles. It's like a wicked
that
witch.
That meme is
great,
though.
Cackling hen.
I hear that music in my head every day of my life.
Every day. Listen.
So this is just good. Like, you know, from Matt Couch's feed on Twitter. This is just good because it's, I don't know, it's just, I love it when people call out. I love it when people call out the fake news. I love it. Where's
Lamestream Media? Yes! Check them out! What are you guys not reporting on, huh? Look at this. CNN. What a joke! What a joke! Look at this.
You know those people hate their lives.
Look at this. CNN. Feed the sheep of the lies, CNN. You ain't gonna make it easy here. Nope. 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 Go somewhere else, CNN. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Bye. Bye. CNN. Fake news right here. This is what perpetuates the lies. Are these people right here. Right here, these people are.
Are you done?
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Like, hell no.
I'm not. You're not going to perpetuate lies from this building. Nope, ain't going to happen. Bye, CNN. Bye.
We can live with it.
Yup.
Okay.
I know they are. I'm not going to let them. Y'all shouldn't let them either.
That's right.
Come on, let's go. Get it on here with your fake news. Fake news. Fake news. CNN's a joke. CNN's a joke. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
Oh, this guy's going
CNN's a
ham.
joke. They lie to the sheep. They lie. People like this perpetuate the lies. They perpetuate the lies. Fake news.
He got them all to join in at the very end. You know, that's an accomplishment. I would have felt proud of myself. I'd be like, I got some people to join me. This is great. I'm not alone. I'd have done it alone, though.
He was done. Yes, and thank you, Miracle Girlie, for the shades. Much love to you.
All right, so are we really gonna go back to our first episodes, because that, my friend,
they were so bad.
Whoa! Are we really gonna relive this in front of everybody?
Yeah, especially while Alexis is here. She needs to see why Alexis, we need her.
You have to get a true appreciation for why you're needed on this channel, okay? And you will today. You're gonna get a full appreciation. Thank you so much, Amy the Butterfly Beacon. Gifted the ship and says, thank you for being a friend. Happy anniversary, Foil and Alara. Aw, thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, okay, so first we're gonna obviously troll ourselves, because why not? It's our anniversary.
Oh, thanks, Golden Crisp, for the ship.
Thank you, Golden Crisp. Yeah, what's going on, Jace? Good to see you. And then we'll be going into, after we get done with the fun part, Then we'll be going into classified space weapon unveiling. Space Force new command. What's next for the Space Force? Lunar lander contract being on hold. Tesla robot, SpaceX, and Netflix partnership. That's fantastic. The Philippines and geopolitics. Harris's Asia trip. China, Japan, and Taiwan stuffs. Is that good, my wording? Stuffs. All right.
Stuffs.
The geopolitical disaster that is ongoing at the moment. We'll be going into some of that. Mini brains are now growing eyeballs, guys. Yes, those of you that were here for the mini brains episode, they are
right
now
along.
growing eyeballs. So that's great. Robust bacterial life, asexual shark reproduction.
Hey.
Yeah, experimental mRNA HIV vaccine, eVTOL. What, eVTOL? What do I call it? eVTOL? eVTOL?
Yeah.
eVTOL.
Vertical takeoff and landing.
Yeah.
Electric vertical takeoff.
But I'm trying to find a way to say the acronym, Foil.
eVTOL?
eVTOL. Yeah, that sounds like an aspirin. You know what I mean? It sounds like something for PMS.
Take your eVTOL.
Take your
man.
eVTOL and sit down somewhere. All right, eVTOL air taxi. Palantir, how do you say that? Palantir?
Yeah, Palantir. Yeah.
Adam's here
Thanks
with the
for the
hugs.
phone.
Thanks for the hug, Adam. We really appreciate that.
Hey.
And Blonde
Hug.
BLQ, also known as Blonde Barbecue, gifted the phone and says happy anniversary. Thank you so much, friend. What else do we got going on? Heartbeat digital ID. Like, could anything be freakier, guys? Of course, we've always got strange lights and UFOs and all that weird stuff. So stay tuned because you won't want to miss that. Didn't you have, we'll go into that later, the redaction situation. I don't know, should I play this first clip from our first episode? I don't know. This one's at, hold on, let me pull up mine. All right, should we start with the really disastrous one, Foil?
Hey, that's your call, man.
Here,
that's your call.
We'll start with this one. Hey, oh man, are we really gonna do this? All right,
It's
here we
so
go.
bad.
I hope this is
Stuff from space, and it would have the impact of a nuclear weapon. Well, Russia been set that up, and don't think we don't have it too, right?
All right.
The
Oh, I
problem is
gotta
that
get us
China
off
is
the screen.
racing.
Right,
Not
wait,
just
which
to
one
catch
is
up,
this?
but to surpass.
This is
I mean,
number one.
like I said, for those of you that follow me on Twitter, I mean, they found the moon goo on the dark side of the moon, and they want to, they're trying to hurry up and get
Hold
some
on.
bases up there.
The moon goo on the dark side of the
The
moon.
moon
Hold
goo.
on,
You
friend.
don't remember that?
No, man, I didn't.
They're
You didn't
little-
send that to me. What are we
Yes,
talking about here?
This was months ago.
Lay it on me. What is
was
the?
crazy.
Hold on. What is the moon goo?
They have a rover up there that found some unidentifiable goo on the dark side of the moon, and they were able to get samples and analyze the samples. Of course, we don't know what it is because they're not telling.
Who
right?
got the
Allegedly,
samples
we
and
don't-
where'd they take them?
China did. China. They took the
Hold
samples.
on. You're telling me China took
They got rovers
black
up there right
goo
now.
samples from the dark
I
side
don't know
of the
if
moon.
it was black. But it was definitely some moon goo from the dark side.
Don't
of
be
the moon.
racist,
And
Laura.
they sure as shit don't tell us what it is. Right?
How do we know this?
Well,
Who
we
is
had the
the source?
intelligence that they got the goo, and as a matter of fact, there were 100 articles published on that.
Have y'all ever heard about the moon goo?
Look at this. I didn't even
got
comb
this.
my
Yes,
hair.
Elise, that's very clever. All right, that one's not that funny, but it did start a thing with the moon goo, so you know it
I
is
didn't even
important.
comb my hair. I didn't even have a chair
Oh,
yet.
dude, what a disaster! Oh my gosh. Okay,
This
and
one
then
was great though.
here we go. This
Wait, I
one's-
think you're too far. Are you too far ahead on this? Where?
No, this is right where it's supposed to be. This is this is the Schumann resonance. Ready? You better pay attention to this. This is really funny, Alexis. Watch.
The goo.
Here's the
I'm gonna
Schumann.
send her a picture of the goo. Okay, go
So,
ahead. You talk about Schumann.
I
I'm
find
gonna
this
pull up the goo.
interesting that look on the Schumann we have like a strange. Now this doesn't happen very much. This anomaly here. We have like a strange. It's a strange pattern, you know, in the white stuff. It's odd. It doesn't do that very often.
We got a spike in the energy there.
Right. Well, we have a spike over here to the right, but this thing here is like. It's got a shape, a pattern. It's got like a. I don't know. It's just different. It's strange. And then we have some of that. You know when it does that deal, the fuzzy thing across here. I don't know how to explain that. But that doesn't happen all that often either. So we got some weirdness going on with the Schumann today, for sure. And that
like
wasn't a very official report.
Yeah,
but
like
I'm working on it.
We got some weirdness going on. We don't know what it means,
Right.
but we'll know by next week.
Yeah, put your coffee down because today might not be the day to drink 3 cups. I'm just saying. So yeah, so that was just human today. So if you felt kind of funny, inside, that would be why. So the thing with the Schumann, just for anybody that's kind of doesn't follow it, and anybody, go ahead and correct me if I'm incorrect about this, or if you know more than I, please let me know. But I first started paying attention to it when I was a heavy meditator, and I started noticing I
Look
could
at you,
feel. I was
vaping.
very sensitive to my own feelings,
shut
my
up,
body
Alara.
and how. So at that point I was, and I could literally feel myself get really blissed out for no reason, like just almost a high.
Did
And
you set me up,
inevitably,
Will?
every time I would go look at the Schumann. And
Where's the next part? Did you just set me up, dude?
Wait, no, you gotta let it go.
Yo, okay.
the Schumann was spiking. And I started to put it together and figure out that when the Schumann was doing these whiteouts, and it was getting one of these really high spikes, that
You're
it
feeling
was
some kind of
it
way?
was making me feel blissed out and loving, but I was also
feel
more in
some kind of
alignment at that
way.
point, right? So now they say it has an opposite effect on people that are not moving along in this
Makes them a little
Swear it was
nuttier.
right after this.
evolutionary process, right? It
Where
may have
is
the opposite
it?
effect on them. It makes them feel crazy
You
and
talked
angry.
for like 10
and
minutes.
I think it might have some effect on the craziness we're seeing on planet Earth.
On Earth.
On planet Earth right now.
The
So,
Earth.
Yeah. So yeah, and yeah.
You want to do the space solar weather real quick? I sent you, if you pull up the video, I sent you Moon Goose since they were asking. They wanted to see the Moon Goose.
I feel like we shouldn't even do it until we can have. Okay, so what did you send me?
Moon Goo.
Moon Go for Kate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the people were asking. They did. I got like 6 things.
Okay.
They want to see the.
Let me get the Moon Go, guys.
All right. We
Well,
get
you
in
you can
other
conversate with them while I
in
get the
other
Moon
space
Go. How about
weather.
that?
right. In other space weather this week,
Right.
this past Thursday, we did have a minor coronal mass ejection.
Yes, we did. Would you like to tell them
Yeah,
about that while I pull up the space weather friend? Thank you.
One of the little magnetic loopy things. That's the super scientific word, by the way. The little magnetic loopy thing snapped back and it released a bunch of sun ejaculate. That's what happened. The sun ejaculated out into space, and it wasn't bad. I'm sorry.
You did just do that. You did.
Oh, that was lit. Okay.
You never know what's gonna happen with me. Yeah, and it wasn't.
Foil. Wow.
One of them magnetic loopy things.
So now you know why we need you, Alexis.
Oh,
And
that's
now
great.
everybody else who just came along recently knows. Oh my god. Those aren't even the good
Premature
ones though,
sun
guys.
ejaculate. I know, right?
What were you talking about?
Coronal mass ejaculation, obviously. That's hysterical.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Delina.
We missed
for,
a chat-
for the,
super chat.
The super chat, yes.
We missed one.
Hugs to you as well.
What's going on, Tyler? We're laughing at ourselves in our first episodes of Space Force News.
I'm sorry. I know I was cackling worse than Kamala, guys. I'm sorry. The shit is funny, man. It was terrible.
They're laughing. They're enjoying it.
Great.
Sugar Dragon Slayer says, Alara, sure your shirt is falling off. I don't think my shirt's falling off, Fred. But thank you.
In the last video. it
Oh,
was.
in that
In the-
video, it's falling off. I'm a little slow. Forgive me. I know we missed
Thank
something
you.
here. Okay, Debbie says, oh, crap.
Cultivate calm.
Oh,
Oh.
we're making Debbie laugh. She's losing it. Wonder Mod's losing it. Wonder Mod's losing it. Puddin' Hollow
Right.
gifted the can and said, happy anniversary. I missed somebody over here. Oh,
Cultivate
calm, manifesting calm, fun and love. Thank you so much. Oh, the super chat on. I know I missed another one. Oh, yes, Delana. Happy birthday to you guys. Hugs from BC. That would be British Columbia, right, Boyle? Delina?
Yes.
Thank you, Delana, so much. Yes, guys, it was. I wish we had the clips though, Foil, of like.
Oh.
Should we go through
the
more
dictorate.
clips?
I wish we had
Man,
the
I don't
dictorate. I
even
wish
know
we
how we
had
could find it.
the original organisms. Yeah, when that happened, that was just
shenanigans.
But this was more the
Right.
purpose of these ones is just to embarrass us, like the just most horrid, super cringe moments in the beginning of Space Force News. That was just like,
there were
what?
so many.
Oh
right?
my god! I don't even know if I want to play this one. I don't even know. What's this one here? I don't know this one. Okay, let's see what this one is.
Silent Bob Ross. Alara knows the son's name.
Yeah,
Silent Bob Ross says, talking about son ejaculated, better tell you the name, it's just manners.
Okay, here, wait. Here, I think we got more. Here, I got one more pulled up. We'll do one more and then we'll stop laughing at ourselves
Oh my
and
God,
showing
look at this.
cringe
Right.
clips. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Look
at
at
least
my,
I
look at
had
my
the
hair.
chair.
Look at my hair.
Look, I didn't even comb
I had
my
a
hair
mullet.
back then.
Look.
Look at that. So, hey, Graham, thank you. That.
You know.
Like Steve Jobs was some great, like he's the tech guru guy.
Right.
Elon's like literally building the stuff with his own hands,
This
sleeping
is
on the
it,
floor of his
man.
factory.
I've said this
at least
before.
he's got his heart in there.
This is the singularity, man. This is
We're
when
getting there.
you get to pick. You get to pick which way you're going, man. And I'm going with super light body, and telekinesis. That's where I'm going. I don't know about everybody else, but that's where I'm going. So
I'm catching a ride on the J train.
right. Well, I mean, same
Off
difference.
this rock.
Right. So
Get us out of here.
all I know is I am not going to be chipped, and I'm not going to turn into a
good
gray
Lord, no.
fetus. I'm just saying.
Not happening.
I'm
Right?
not doing
Gray
it.
One of them things
fetus?
in the back of your neck,
Yeah, I'm
stuck
not
in a
doing
little tube. No, I'm good. Right.
Nope. That's
I'll be
definitely
in the
not what I'm
bunker.
doing. So yeah, hey, all right. That's enough of that.
Yeah, I know. That shit is so bad. That's
I know.
hysterical.
I wish we had the dictorate clip and the organisms, all the really OG old clips, but it's hard to find.
I don't
them.
even know where to look, right? There's so many, and we missed, thank you, Graham
Yes, Joan of
Sutherland.
Arc. Is that Michael Jackson? I don't know. It could be. You know what I mean? Hey, I had to go from having, like, how do you even describe my haircut when I first started doing all this stuff? Well, I had a
You
straight...
did have, it looked like you were using
I had
some,
a
like,
high top, all right? I went from having a high top to the hair I have now in front of the public. Like, had to go through the whole process in front of everybody. It was terrible.
but
There's been many
I can't even
phases.
think of what it's called. Hold on, not like relaxer, but like you had that curl juice.
You know
going on.
what
I don't
the
know.
look. You know what the look I was going for originally, but then I ended up cutting it. I can't remember why. I wanted G-Eazy's haircut. I love his
good
haircut.
Lord.
Yeah, that's what I rocked it for a chick. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I pulled it off, dude.
Hey, thank you for the ship, Belushi and
Then-
Graham Sutherland. Happy anniversary, you crazy ladies! Thanks for lighting up my week, especially in Melbourne. I'm
Thank
sorry,
you, Graham
sir.
Sutherland.
Right, we love you. Drinks
All right.
on me. Cheers to you both. Yeah, right. Yeah, the hair. Look at my. I can't even say shit. I wasn't even. I thought I combed it, but apparently not.
You know what I'm happy about though? You're absolutely right. It's interesting how you look back in hindsight's 2020. I used to be so serious, and I've lightened up so
serious.
much. Like I used to be so serious and nervous, and I've really changed. It's incredible. It's cool though. It's cool to watch the transformation.
Fantastic.
Yeah. You were so pissed at me in whichever episode that was. You were like,
Oh,
so
yeah.
tired of her.
Oh, that was funny.
was like,
What
you
up,
can't-
Medic Mo?
You can't cuss. You can't vape. What's going on, Matt
Right?
Smith?
Oh man, I got yelled at, guys. You don't even know about the
I
behind
used
the
to get into
scenes.
it. I
Right?
used to get into it. I was like, we have to be professional.
She said, when General Raymond sees this, I want him to be proud of us. You got the wrong one, bruh. Like, Space Force is gonna be watching our show and shit.
Oh, Foil, you're funny.
Thanks for the cookie, Medic Mo.
Well, in the
Boo,
off
did I-
chance, I didn't want it to be, complete. But this show's taken on a life of its own, and I love it.
I know,
I love
right?
it for what it is now. You know what I mean?
It's my favorite
We
thing.
do the news, but we do it in a humorous,
Yeah.
entertaining way, and I think that's good, not a bad thing. And I think it helps lift spirits, and that's always a good thing too, because
That's the goal, right?
it can be kind of intense around here. So I want to mention something else real quick while it's on my mind. So there's a couple of our friends in the community that could use some prayer, you guys. So anyway, I just found out recently that White Hat has COVID, and so does his son. So if you guys could please pray for White Hat, your prayers would be really appreciated. And while we're at it, prayers for Methods too. I don't know what all's going on there, but he's been gone for a week. And so whatever's happening, I'm sure he could use prayers as well. So I would appreciate it, guys, if you could keep Methods and White Hat in your prayers. And that would mean a lot to me. So, okay. And on that note, should we do the news, Foil?
We can do the news.
I can do the news now that we're done embarrassing ourselves. That's great.
Right.
All right. So, what?
Yeah, and husband, I will go look in my DMs.
Oh, you guys are still on with this stuff. Neo's coming with the ship. Loyal to the Foil looks adorable with that hair. I know her Afro puffs are
Adorafoil.
Adorafoil. You know what? Leyland called you. She called me a Larasaurus and you Foil Raptor the other night. That was funny.
Ooh, I like raptors.
Foil Raptor. That's
Foil Raptor.
I don't know how you got a dinosaur name. You didn't have a dinosaur life.
I can dig it.
Apparently you got one now. So thank you guys for your thoughts and prayers. I really appreciate that. Okay, so where were we? Oh, the news. That's right. Here we go.
Space Force.
All right. Debbie's asking when that happened. I think it's been going on for a little while. But yeah, I think everything will be fine. We shouldn't worry, but I think prayers would be really appreciated in both of those situations. So thanks, you guys. Okay, let's see, where are we at with this? So, this space weapons foil, check this out. When I first read this, I didn't know they were talking about a weapon. I thought it just said secret space program, and I was like, what? What are they talking about? It was funny.
That's why I put it first. Look, you colored the whole article again. Don't you.
She's got a shotgun for me now, guys.
Check
that out. Exclusive Pentagon poised to unveil, demonstrate classified space weapon. All right, for months, top officials at the Defense Department have been working toward declassifying the existence of a secret space weapon. I thought it said secret space program. I was like, yes, we're winning. We're winning. And then I was like, no.
Right?
No, just a weapon. When working towards declassifying the existence of a secret space weapon program and providing a real-world demonstration of its capabilities, Breaking Defense has learned. The effort, which sources say is being championed by General John Hyten, I think so, the vice chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, is close enough to completion that there was a belief that anti-satellite technology might have been revealed at this year's National Space Symposium, which kicks off next week. However, the crisis in Afghanistan appears to have put that on hold for now. Pulling the trigger on declassifying such a sensitive technology requires concurrence of the Director of National Intelligence, Avril Haines, and a thumbs up from President Joe Biden, sources explain, with all arms of the national security apparatus pointed toward Kabul. It's Kabul, right?
What? Kabul.
See? I mean, why do I do that? That is almost certainly not going to happen next week. And until POTUS, I'm so glad my screen blocks you where I can't see you now. I have it poised.
That's messed up, man. How do you know when I'm smirking?
That's covered. Well, I mean, I could feel you smirking, but at least I don't get the visual too, and that doesn't throw me completely off. You know she does that.
That's messed up.
Miracle Girlie says White Hat is doing better, but could use the prayers. His son bounced back fast. Okay, good. That's good to hear. All right. And Hard Knock says Methods is fine. He's helping family who has trouble. Yeah, but I'm sure he could still use our prayers. I'm sure he's had a rough week, and I think he's coming back tomorrow, and so they could still use our prayers. But thank you for the updates, guys. Okay, so let's see. What else? What are we looking at here? Okay. It's almost certainly not going to happen next week. And until POTUS says yes, nothing for certain, of course. The system in question long has been cloaked in the blackest of black secrecy veils, developed as a so-called special access program, known only to very few, very senior U.S. government leaders. While exactly what capability could be unveiled is unclear, insiders say the reveal is likely to include a real-world demonstration of an active defense capability to degrade or destroy a target satellite or spacecraft. That is what has been on the table since last year, when officials in the Trump administration viewed revealing the technology as a capstone to the creation of Space Command and Space Force. The plan apparently has been to announce it in the 2020 Space Symposium, which was canceled due to the 19 pandemic. The arrival of the Biden administration also led to a reevaluation of moving forward with the reveal. What? What happened?
Golden Chris said, at least you didn't highlight at least. You're just color. You're like a kid with the crayon, man. You just color the whole shit.
I am like a kid. And that's okay. I don't need to be an adult.
I agree.
Phil, I'm going to stay like a kid until I go out, too. Phil Christopher's 30 FICE is the number of the day, which goes to the 8th of the adjustment or justice card.
Justice. Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, everybody's... You see, you got them all started on me now. Death Memes is saying all he sees is yellow. Hey, I like yellow. Okay? What's wrong with yellow? Makes it pretty while I read it. It's nice and pretty.
Is it party?
Yeah. Okay. Arrival of the Biden administration also led to a reevaluation of moving forward with the reveal. Expert speculation on what could be used for the demonstration ranges from a terrestrially based mobile laser used for blinding adversary reconnaissance sats to onboard proximity triggered radio frequency jammers on certain military satellites to a high-powered microwave system that can zap electronics carried on maneuverable bodyguard satellites.
Hold on. So space lasers. That was a conspiracy theory.
Right.
Or we're only the Jewish space lasers.
I'd really like to see what they're going to reveal. This is going to be interesting. But guess what? It's the whole situation in Afghanistan that has stalled this from happening. Interesting. Fun fact. Yeah, fun fact. Many military space leaders believe the Space Force and Space Command must publicly demonstrate to Moscow and Beijing not just an ability to take out any space-based counter-space systems they may be developing or deploying, but also to attack the satellites they, like the U.S., rely upon for communications, positioning, navigation, and timing, and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. Man. That's it, guys. Look, I didn't highlight
look at all that you didn't color. Look at that.
Look at that, guys. Look at all the parts that I didn't color or read. So there. Take that. All right, so what are we on to next? Space Force to establish new command in Colorado focused on training and education. Man, got a frog in my throat today.
Thanks, Rise, for the can. Rise says, what that article could use is some highlighter.
Love you guys. It's okay. It's okay. Bring it. The U.S. Space Force on August 23rd will establish the Space Training and Readiness Command at Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The ceremony is scheduled on Monday at Peterson to be presided by the Chief of Space Operations of the U.S. Space Force, General Raymond. Known as the Star Command or Starcom. The new organization will oversee doctrine, training, and professional education of Space Force military and civilian personnel, and will coordinate basic training and recruiting.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep, that was it, Foil. Absolutely.
Okay.
That was it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! That's right. The Space Force met its 18-month deadline to get up and running. Here's what's next. When Congress created the U.S. Space Force in December of 2019, the Pentagon hadn't launched a new military service since 1947. Lawmakers wanted the idea to become reality in just 18 months. The Space Force met the deadline earlier this summer. Now it turns from tackling the first organizational steps to the meat of becoming an effective warfighting branch. It's preparing to welcome soldiers, sailors, and Marines as its first guardians from outside of the Department of the Air Force starting in October, absorbing some of their missions. The Space Force will take on wideband satellite communications in the Army and narrowband SATCOM operations in the Navy this fall, though that could be derailed if Congress fails to pass a defense budget by October 1st, the start of fiscal year 2022. The Space Force still falls under the Department of the Air Force, which handled military space missions for decades before the separate service was created. The Space Force could flip the typical military staffing model on its head as well. While the Army, Navy, and Air Force depend on a steady stream of young Americans to fill their jobs and rise through the ranks, the space enterprise wants to cater to more seasoned professionals. Most military recruiting brings in thousands of young adults who gain expertise over time, then are whittled down to a select group of top experienced service members in leadership positions. In contrast, Thompson said, the Space Force needs a larger cadre of mid-career employees who understand the intricacies of space operations after gaining 8 to 14 years of experience. I don't know what's going on with my throat right now. Autonomous.
Is there a frog in it?
There is a frog in it. There is absolutely a frog in my throat, guys. 100%. And it's terrible. Autonomous algorithms could handle the more menial tasks that require less specialization and knowledge, where a young guardian might otherwise be in charge. The Space Force forthcoming Human Capital Plan, which will go to Air Force Secretary Frank Kendall's desk before taking effect, pushes guardians to go deep on technical education related to each job. For engineers, it might be advanced degrees. For operators, it might be everyone is required to have some level of advanced training. I don't know how I'm going to get through this with the frog in my throat, Foil.
I don't know.
Yeah. For our intelligence professionals, additional advanced education. I just totally amuse you, don't I?
No, I'm actually laughing at the chat this time.
Yeah. What are they saying? Is it good? Is it that good?
Right. Biggest.
Pepe wants out.
He has a wife, you know. Right?
Well, you guys, don't make me start drooling on myself and stuff. This is all bad.
Oh, right. The jokes from this frog could be endless.
Hey, I'm for it. All right, where was I before the frog joke started in?
This is fine. This is fine.
All right, for our intelligence professionals, additional advanced education training is how the adversaries may think or the ability to do strategic assessments. He envisions the Guardians will get their own personalized education and career plans with a supervisor to help guide them along. Within the next month, the service will have its 3 core commands up and running. Space Operations Command to handle daily combat activity, Space Systems Command for buying hardware and software, and Space Training and Readiness Command for basic training through postgraduate education.
Over to the 4, Centurion.
What?
Oh, it's Monty Python, dude. It never fails to amuse me. Right? Her name is Incontinentia, right? Incontinentia buttocks.
I must have missed
Alara,
that one.
you are yeah, I gotta make you watch these shows at some point.
I got a Hulu now. I watched a couple things on the Hulu. I watched March of the Penguins.
This is what you decide to watch.
Yes. I tried to watch some other shows and I couldn't get into them. I couldn't get into them, so I was like, I'm gonna watch. And I saw March of the Penguins and I was like, yes, I'm winning. And I watched March of the Penguins. The second one, though, not the first one. I already saw the first one. I watched the second one.
Oh, at least you're moving on up, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? You got to watch some Monty Python, man.
I'm cool with Monty Python. That was funny. I used to watch that back in the day.
The best.
It's cool. Tanette gifted the cookie and says 1 year, woot. Thank you, Tanette, for the cookie. All right. The 2 most important capabilities Guardians should have now, Thompson said, are not a Death Star or a phaser gun. He wants to give, right? All lies.
Lies.
He wants to give troops the ability to share classified information with others so that everyone is on the same page to grow their training and simulation Enterprise. Enterprise. Look, there's only one more sentence. To the Space Force, accelerating change instead means quickly switching from building one technology to another when one becomes obsolete. See? And that's all for that one.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Man, you would have loved my grandma if you would have ever got to meet her, Foil. You think
I love
you
grandmas.
think that I'm kind of a nut and a character? You should have met my grandmother. Bro. She was a trip, dude. This woman was tap dancing up until like 6 months before she died. All right?
I love crazy old people.
Oh, dude, my grandma was
they're my favorite.
Oh, my grandma was something else, dude. I'm telling you. She was
ones that just don't give a shit.
Besides
whatever.
Besides my normal best friend that wasn't family, as far as my family goes, she was my best friend. And she was a nut, but I loved her. She was my nut. You know what I mean? She was my nut. She came to me after she died as Glenda the Good Witch.
Wait, what?
Yes, I never told you that. She came to me
No.
as Glenda the Good Witch. Yes.
Like in the pink dress and everything?
Yes.
Oh, Alara.
But
Right.
but I get why she. But and you know what I said to her? It was like, I don't know. Guess you would have had to know in our relationship. But I was like, I'm not a kid anymore. Like, this is not necessary. You can just be a ghost. Like, I don't need the pink dress, Glenda. But thanks. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate the effort.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
right?
I was like, I appreciate the effort. So,
Oh,
yeah.
the ministry of silly walks. Yes, rise.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandmother came once too. She just yelled at me though.
Really? She wasn't.
Yeah,
she
she-
didn't come in a character or
Oh.
anything. My grandma came in
Oh,
full
no,
character.
Her and my mother come. My mother cussed me out. My grandmother just came and yelled at me. You know, that was
Wow.
right before the whole
That's cool.
incident.
I don't know why mine, because she was like, I don't know why she tried to come at me, and like, I think
Glenda the Good Witch.
I think the dimension that they're in, they don't understand time here. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, it's like almost like she still thought I was a child. I was like, no, I'm not a kid, dude. I wasn't a kid when you died. Like,
Well, I mean, you are still a child.
or maybe
somewhere,
she thought it
and
would
you're
be funny
old
to me. I don't
somewhere.
know. It kind of was
Maybe,
funny.
maybe she just thought it was. Yeah, maybe she just said this
It
will be
was-
some funny shit,
Yeah, it was funny.
right?
All right, so I think that concludes Space Force. If I can just get the frog out of my throat, we'll be good.
Put stuff in your throat, man.
The King of Mars.
I'm gonna spit on the mic. All right, here we go.
All right.
Jeff Bezos instigates potentially crushing delay of NASA lunar lander. NASA has agreed to put its SpaceX lunar lander contract on hold for a second time as it deals with a Blue Origin lawsuit. Work on the Artemis lunar lander may not recommence until November, putting NASA's plans to return astronauts to the moon in 2024 in even greater jeopardy. NASA has voluntarily paused work with SpaceX for the Human Landing System HLS Option A contract effective August 19th through November 1st. That's a delay of at least 10 weeks, 10 precious weeks, in which NASA and SpaceX were supposed to hammer away at a lander to deliver astronauts to the lunar surface in late 2024. This is a rough one
Man.
today. I know.
What's going on?
I don't know. In exchange, maybe it's my throat chakra, okay? I don't know. I've had a little
Right.
difficulty with that lately, so. In exchange for this temporary pause, all parties agreed to an expedited litigation schedule that concludes on November 1st. NASA said, adding, the space agency officials will continue to work with the Department of Justice to review the details of the case and look forward to a timely resolution of this matter. As Reuters reports, oral arguments for the case will be heard on October 14th. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said the matter is out of our hands as the case is being handled by the DOJ. NASA's decision to award a single contract hasn't gone over well with Bezos. In addition to filing a protest with the GAO, Blue Origin has lobbied Congress, offered a $2 billion discount off of its $5.99 billion, quote, to build a lunar lander, produced infographics criticizing the SpaceX lunar lander design, and now filed a lawsuit against NASA. The suit is an attempt to remedy the flaws in the acquisition process found in NASA's human landing system. The lawsuit might delay the Artemis mission, could be a deliberate strategy. Are we gonna watch? No, there's not. That's the other one that has the video.
Bezos is a hater.
Yeah, he is kind of a hater. He is
I
kind
mean,
of a
he's-
hater.
Yeah, it's like
Hard for me to see this.
straight hate.
All right, is this the robots? I think we're on the
This
robots.
is.
Here we go. Do robots dream
Oh.
of doing mundane tasks? Elon Musk thinks so. So those who haven't heard, we have robots now. Multiple versions. I'll show you. The robots are coming, said Elon Musk. He wants to usher in their arrival. That's great.
Of course he does. You know, it's crazy because he
They'll-
talked all that
These
shit.
robots are going to be whipping our ass in no time.
Max, no, I was trying to help her, whether she knows it or not.
What
I
were
was
you-
trying to fix your throat chakra.
With your magic wand, do not shake that wand at me. I swear to God, every time you shake that wand at me, I hate it when you do that.
I was working on it.
Yeah, I know. That's why you do it too. Tesla CEO revealed the Tesla. I don't know what's going on with my throat, dude. Like, I can barely do this. At least I've got one article left in my section.
Oh, Lord, right.
And the Tesla CEO revealed a Tesla bot this week during an event devoted to advances in artificial intelligence. Described as the next generation of automation. How do you say it right?
Automation?
Automation.
I don't know. I can't see the
Automation.
article.
On
Yeah,
the Tesla
automation.
website, the humanoid robot is capable of performing tasks that are unsafe, repetitive, or boring. Musk hopes to have a prototype ready for release next year. He also noted that the robot, which is 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighs 125 pounds, would not be physically threatening. At a mechanical level, at a physical level, you can run away from it, and most likely, you can overpower it. See?
Yeah,
this is why I'm working
he
out.
said
fool.
just because you never know. Like, he literally said, quote, because you never know.
This is exactly
right?
why I'm on one. Well, there's multiple reasons, but
Why you're did you say this is why you're working out? So you can kick some robot ass? Is that what you're about to tell me?
I don't know what's coming next, dude. You don't think these
I know,
robots are
right?
going to be... Come on. It's
Him
not going to
telling
be
me
long,
that,
dude.
that like, well, you can whoop its ass. Like, that does not make me feel any better, man.
I'm going to be whooping
Right?
robot ass. I'm going to be ready.
Out there, right? They called it Optimus. Like, bruh. And for him to say just like, because you never know.
You can't whoop robots,
You're
dude.
supposed to know.
You're whoop
like-
yourself trying to whoop the robot. You know what I mean?
Man, listen. My
I'm
trigger
gonna have
finger
to find
is
another.
fine.
I'm gonna have to find another game plan for taking out the robots because I don't think I'm going to.
I keep trying to tell you,
on second thought.
right? You better just come down here and Christian Iraq. We got you covered. Oh no.
They're coming, man. They're gonna be asking you for your papers.
That's his sales pitch right
I
there.
guess.
That's what it was.
I guess.
Bruh. It's failing miserably. This is not from Disney. This is from Yawanda.
Did you hear all the Australians? The truckers are gonna shut down the country.
Man, somebody better shut down
They
something.
need to do something real quick because that place
Like,
is out of hand.
yeah, with a quickness.
Mm-hmm. That place is out of
Man.
hand.
Some of the videos coming out today were
The only
horrific.
reason it isn't that out of hand here yet is you already know why. Our Cloaked Unseen gifted the can. Go listen to the last hour and 10 minutes of 2 days Diddy style panel of 5. Prove Nicola's Q mastermind will go viral. All right, Our Cloaked. Thank you for the can.
much love to you.
Man, dude.
Yeah, right. Like, that's the answer.
What, to the robots? Or
To the robots.
to all of it?
That's I ain't say all that.
A more well-known robot made an appearance this week too. The Boston Dynamics humanoid Atlantis, which has been shown in previous YouTube videos that it can jog, jump, dance, along with the company's robotic dog. This stuff here.
Oh, do we have? Is this the new video
Oh,
of them
man. Look at
breaking
this.
it down?
Yes.
Bruh. Like, I bet we can't whoop that one's ass.
Our screen's gonna short out again. Watch.
That thing's something like a ninja, man.
Oh, that's nothing. Keep watching. Oh wait, that is. I thought there was more. I must have missed it. I was looking away or something. Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
I ain't trying to fight the Boston Dynamics
I'm
robots.
not trying to fight him either, dude. I'm really not.
Miracle Girlie, no, we're gonna get some flying
You gotta
itch
come up with a
cars.
game plan, though. You know what I mean? You gotta come up with a game plan.
I don't even want to hear the word plan.
We gotta come up with
Oh,
something. Cause
Right.
oh man,
And they stuck the landing, right?
did you see that?
Like, yeah.
Like they can do
I
stuff
bet-
I can't do. It. You know what I mean? Like maybe not anymore. Not at my age. I'll throw something out. You know what I mean? It sucks too, but it happens. You get older and You just can't do it anymore. Elon Musk teams up with Netflix to stream SpaceX space mission in near real time. So
Wonderful. It's two of your favorite things, Elon and Netflix.
right. September 15th.
Belushi says, "Bring me zombies, please, Lord." Right? Can we get the zombie apocalypse?
You know,
and not the
you
robot
asked me
apocalypse?
about that. That's why I answered the way that I did. At least the zombie, I'd be all right. Let's go.
We feel
I
like
already
we
know who
have
the crew is. I'm gonna go
some
grab all
idea,
them and
yes.
it's on. Right?
Exactly.
No problem. The robots, I'm gonna have to build some stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a challenge. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're gonna
Portable
need-
EMPs and such.
We're gonna
Like
need something.
something.
It's not gonna go as well as the zombie apocalypse would. But we still might be dealing with that at some point. You don't know. I mean,
What if we had a zombie robot apocalypse? Like, what if
that
there were
could
zombies
happen.
and robots?
That could definitely happen. Look around you.
I mean, what if the robots think they're going to kill the zombies and then just, you know, it could be total shenanigans, man.
It's gonna get lit. One more.
Marbles.
One more.
Yes, Savage Soul.
I
That
can
is a
make it
brilliant
through.
idea.
I can make it through,
Yes.
you guys. One more.
You got this. This is fine.
Yeah. September 15th. I don't know what's going on tonight. September 15th, 2021 is the scheduled date for the launch of the Inspiration 4 mission, the second to send a ship occupied only by civilians into space. The space travel aboard a rocket from SpaceX, Elon Musk's aerospace company, will be broadcast on Netflix in near real time. This Thursday, the streaming platform announced the launch of the documentary series Countdown, the Inspiration 4 mission to space. Over 5 chapters, it will offer unprecedented access to the first space flight with a crew of only non-professional passengers. The first 2 episodes will premiere on Friday, September 6th, and will focus on introducing the 4 members of the crew. On September 13th, the next 2 chapters will be available and will deal with the long months of training and the final preparations before flight. The launch will be streamed live from Netflix's YouTube channel. The last episode will premiere in late September, just a few days after the mission ends. This final chapter will follow the almost in real-time journey from the launch of the spacecraft to its return to Earth. The platform promises unprecedented access to the mission, as it will feature images from inside the spacecraft during the 3-day journey. And it looks like I will not be watching that mission, will I? Wah, wah, wah.
Well, it is on the Netflix YouTube channel. Or do we not watch that either?
We don't watch Netflix. We don't give Netflix our money. You still got to give them your money, whether it's on the TV, the YouTube, the wherever it is, right? Don't you? Yes? I have to give people money that I watch on the TV from various sources.
You got the Hulu now, though. I love how you said that.
I do.
I got the Hulu.
I got the Hulu. I do. Well, there's some good documentaries on there, you know.
There's good stuff to watch for sure. You can find it.
Yeah, and there's, you know, March of the Penguins. That's always good. I think Missing 411's on there too. There's some.
Is it really?
Yeah, I mean, it's true, guys. I'll admit it. I've gotten very sensitive. Like, I can't handle anything that's very dark.
I mean, I watch 30-year-old.
I watch darkness all
shows
day, every
all
day.
the time. Like, that's pretty much all I watch.
I watch the TV when I do watch the TV, I do it to either learn something new, go down a rabbit hole, what's the same thing, learn something new, and distract myself from the insanity that we see in the world every day. And so I guess distractions to me are something that, you know, makes my heart sing, man. All right, so where were we? I think that's it. That better be it, because
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah, that's it for me. Woohoo! We will be moving
yeah.
on to... Whoa. All right, Foil.
Oh, boy. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh, yay.
Cloaked 500 watching live on Foxhole. Loved it. Someone else had mind-blowing evidence on par with mine. Serious, it was mind-blowing. All right, cool. Cloaked, I'll check it out for sure. I will go check it out. Fringe Dweller says...
I think I caught some of that earlier.
Fringe Dweller watches the Waltons. Who were the Waltons? I forget.
Isn't that the I could be totally wrong here. The Leave It to Beaver folks?
I don't think so. I don't
Am I
think
wrong?
so. We got some super chats to thank from last week, though. I kind of forgot.
Oh, go right ahead.
So yeah, Debbie Roush, thank you. Badfish, Morning Flower, Stony Joe, Julia65, Solrico, Russo202, Russo202. I even mutilate
Russo.
people's names. Look at that. Duppy Montana, Laylin, FZ06, and Christina Love. Thanks a lot for your support, guys, over there on DLive and YouTube. We appreciate you. All right, Foil. I'm out of the hot seat now. Thank God, because
Right.
I got to get rid of this frog and do something about it.
So we have talked at length about what was going on with China and the Philippines. Remember how I was telling you they brought all those ships in there. They claimed it was, they were just fishermen, but it was really like a maritime militia. And at one point, Duterte, the dude that's in charge of the Philippines, like he was legit mad. Like he was talking big smack, wanted to fight China, the whole 9 yards. Well, now everything has changed, right? President Rodrigo Duterte, why am I seeing your,
I don't know.
did you turn your camera off? What's going on here?
Yeah, but it didn't work out, I don't think. No, it's because it's the way it's set up. That didn't work out. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I guess I can't hide the fact that I'm doing that. So continue, Foil.
Oh, nice. President Rodrigo Duterte thanked China for its Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine donation, and in return for this vaccine donation, promised that it would stay neutral when it came to geopolitics. He basically just signed his shit away for some jabs, like legit. Apparently, they donated like 740,000 jabs to the Philippines, who had been asking the U.S. for increased donations. And apparently when the U.S. wouldn't do it, they turned around and asked China. China gave them what they wanted. And now all of a sudden, it's okay if China's building their little islands, because remember, they're building islands in the sea around the Philippines. And it's okay if they've got their maritime militias and they want to make these freaking airstrips. Duterte has promised that he will stay out of it, right? I mean, if there was ever a time to kind of pick a side, it would be now. And apparently he's just picked a side, which really isn't surprising. I mean, this is the same guy that is just like randomly executing drug dealers. Like there's no trial there, nothing. He lets his police force go out and just round people up and proof or not, even if they're suspected. Like, I mean, the guy's kind of nuts. But I didn't think he'd do this. So yeah, so now he has promised to stay neutral when it comes to geopolitics because of a donation of jabs from China. Got that top-notch Sinovac nonsense, Sinopharm, whatever. Thank you, Rainbow Snuggle Fritz, for the shades.
Thank y'all for making my face hurt from laughter for the last year. Much love. We're glad we can oblige. We're totally good with throwing ourselves under the bus to make people laugh.
All the time.
Totally okay
all
with
the
that.
time. Right?
Yeah. I don't even need to work hard at it.
Who laugh.
I just...
No, I know, right?
I'm just living comedy. I'm cool with that, though.
Just happens. Right?
So what did I miss? So homeboy here is yeah,
he was the one talking big smack, said he want, he was pissed, threatening to bomb these ships. Now he's cool. They gave him some jabs. He was like, all right, I'm going to stay out of it. Told China they can pretty much just wreck shop if they want.
And Philippines is going to stay out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're supposed to be an ally. So we shall see.
We shall see.
Stay neutral. I mean, this isn't like, these aren't situations where you get to just stay neutral, man.
All right, Harris's Asia trip. Yeah, man.
Yeah, this cackling witch. So, as if this is going to help, one of the big problems with what's going on in Afghanistan is other countries are looking at us like, hey, what happens if something happens? Do you guys still have our backs? Are you guys going to keep your agreements? Are you guys still an ally? Like, they don't know, and it's crazy because in July, Harris and Biden literally were just like, there's no way this is going to turn into Saigon. They literally said, you're not going to see U.S. helicopters airlifting people from roofs. And we actually saw U.S. helicopters airlifting people from roofs. Like, it went down exactly the same way. It's the craziest thing. So now, apparently, to try and help the situation somehow, they think sending, Cackle and Kamala to do a tour of Asia right now. This is what they're doing. So apparently on Friday, she flew out she's flying out this Friday. She's going to Singapore and Vietnam, of all places. After the shenanigans we just saw in Afghanistan, she's got to go explain this, explain how we still have their best interests at heart. She's got to go to Vietnam. They're saying, it's a chance for her to explore and expand herself as far as foreign affairs are concerned. I wonder why it's.
Schumann Bean says, thank you for a year of laughs. Happy anniversary, SFN.
Thanks, Schumann Beans. It's Schumann.
Schumann Beans? All right. Thank you, Schumann Beans. Appreciate that.
Right. Yeah, so apparently they think sending her to Asia right now is gonna make people feel better, make the Asians feel better. I mean, look what Duterte just did. He was like, FTS, I'm out. Like, I'm done. Like, I'll stay out of it. Told China it was cool. And now we're sending her over there to do what? Like, who is she going to convince? Singapore doesn't, one of the big things, they're going over there to talk about COVID policy. I mean, Singapore really doesn't have an issue. I mean, they've had very few infections, very few deaths. They locked the entire place down. I mean, most of the places, they've already got their jabs or whatever. Vietnam is a whole nother case. Like, I mean, it's completely the opposite over there. I mean, I don't know what they think she's going to go over there and fix, or how she's going to convince them that we have their backs after what the entire world just watched unfold last week.
Right? Yeah.
What
a mess.
I mean, honest to God, like, she's, they said she's walking into a hornet's nest. I mean, China is a particularly big issue over there, obviously. I mean, we're saying
ridiculous after last week.
Man, and I mean, look at the people we have representing us. I mean, she is.
What a disaster.
Literally, yes, like one of the worst choice of people to send over there.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, thanks for the ship. This channel and others runs on the love the greatest, spiritual gifts, and maybe some gold pills. Thank you. Yes.
All right.
We appreciate you.
China cautions Japan against holding party-led security talks with Taiwan.
Yes. Now, we talked maybe 2 weeks ago about how China told Japan that they would nuke them if they even looked like they were going to get involved in the Taiwan issue. Now, most people don't know this, but until the end of World War II, for about 50 years, the Japanese Empire was in control of Taiwan. Right after the end of World War II, this is where the One China policy took place. But Taiwan kept saying, like, "Hey, we don't want nothing to do with this," right? I mean, and then the world deals with Taiwan, like I've said before, directly and indirectly. Like, they don't want to offend China, so they won't call it a nation on its own, but they'll go do deals over there, right? But the first Sino-Japanese war, Japan pissed China off. I mean, they won, right? They were in control of Taiwan. Well, now that we see this issue coming to the head, China had actually threatened to nuke Japan preemptively if they even looked like they was about to do something in Taiwan. So now we've got another issue, right? Japan is having party-level talks with their contemporaries in Taiwan. This is kind of a first thing. Japan has not officially recognized Taiwan as a nation. They still kind of do the directly and indirectly thing, but they're going to be sending representatives there to have these talks about what to do, like a security dialogue about what to do about China, right? China is pissed. China and Japan have been fighting over the Senkaku Islands, right? China claims part of Japan. Like, this is a whole mess. This is a whole mess right now. So China told Japan to be especially cautious in its relations with Taiwan. Following reports, like I said, a party-level security dialogue between Tokyo and Taipei. Obviously, China opposes any exchange between Taiwan and any country that has diplomatic relations with Beijing. But I mean, they literally just threatened to nuke them a few weeks ago, and now Japan was like, "Oh no, we're sending our people." Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh Lord. Oh boy. All right, so let's see. What do we got next for defense? Let me look here. Oh, we got one more.
Nothing we don't already know.
Don
Right.
Bolduc calls Afghanistan exit a geopolitical disaster of unparalleled proportions.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, this guy served 10 tours in Afghanistan. He was one of the first like special forces officers in the country after September 11th. And I mean, he called it, like you said, a geopolitical disaster of unparalleled proportions. It's the way that we withdrew. Not that we shouldn't have found a way to withdraw, but he literally got up there and said, like, yeah, he was like, I could have given this assignment to a lieutenant and they could have planned better than this. Like, this is exactly what you should not have done. Has gone about it this way.
Did you hear Trump's speech? And he said, I talked to a 5-year-old. I can't imitate Trump good, but he's like, I talked to a 5-year-old. And I asked the 5-year-old, what would you do? You know, would you leave the military, get the stuff out, and do? And the 5-year-old was like, yes, I would do this. He's like, even a 5-year-old knows better how to handle the situation than it was handled by our current administration. It's the truth.
Everything woke goes to shit, man.
Yeah.
Everything woke goes to shit.
That was on purpose.
You know, you already know. I'm convinced that Biden did this on purpose.
Of course.
You know,
you don't leave all that stuff behind. You don't do you don't roll like this.
Either he left it there so that we could go back, or he left it there as alms to the Taliban.
Yeah.
You know, like either he sold us out, or you know what I mean, or he never planned on leaving.
I got other ideas too, but they're a little bit out there, and I don't really have evidence to back up my theories, but I have got other theories.
Rampant speculation?
Why I got other theories about what could be going on there too. Yeah. It's just there's just weird stuff. Like there's just some weird stuff. So I won't go into it though. I mean,
it's complete and utter shenanigans. What's crazy is this guy is saying we should go back. And I think you're gonna see this more and more, like, especially from the neocons that thought we should be there. I mean, they definitely want to go back. And that's why I don't really trust the idea that Biden wanted to pull out in the first place, because this is a dude that I don't care what he says, like the ties that he has with businesses and with weapons manufacturers and whatever else. Like, this is where these people make their money. Why would he want out of there? I don't know.
All right. Well, on that note,
that's enough depression for today.
That's right. On that note, I think that, I think what might be calling us next is this right here. So.
Nature break.
This is nice.
When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you.
Just hug a pelican today, guys.
Right.
I would do that too. I would totally.
Can make it if we try.
I mean, what else do you do? Look, he's rubbing him, right?
When
like, it's okay, Birdie.
Sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
So nice to it. That's got to be in the Gulf.
I can watch him.
And I want to spend some time with you.
Aww.
Just the
Little friend, come here.
We can make it if we try.
And it just chills there, like, okay, human.
When I think
We got another nature break, guys. We got a few nature breaks.
Just the two of us.
That's right.
We can make it if we try.
Just
the two
yeah,
of us.
We definitely don't think we could make it as singers, but our heart's in it for
I know, right? And United We Stand, I definitely don't think Biden is calling any shots.
Yeah, we know. Here
Not the shot caller.
Look at this guy.
If you have a dog,
Look at
turn
this.
your volume up to see what their reaction will be for the following sounds. Or don't. I can't really tell you what to do.
That's cool. I can dig it.
Right. No, the squeakers, man. This is what my dog is constantly going crazy about, the squeakers.
What do we got here?
What is this
I
one?
think Leyland sent this to me. I'm pretty sure it was Leyland that sent this to me. We got a little we got an elephant chasing some. Well, let's watch.
What's going on here?
Kjempegullig.
Oh, look at it! It's so little.
Oj!
Aww.
Ja.
It's cute.
I love elephants.
I love nature breaks, dude. Truthfully.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Alexis says all our dogs are freaking out now.
Why? Because of the elephant or the dog?
The
or what?
squeaker from the they could hear the squeaker sound. Caesar was in here doing that earlier when I first found that before I sent it to you. That noise.
Yeah.
He was having a fit.
All right. Oh, they love that sound, huh?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Well,
I don't know why.
Now it's time for science. Science! Mini brains have eyes now.
Bruh.
Oh, I just got the frog out. Now it's back. Great.
Oh, look at that. Like this is just creepy, man. Remember we've talked about the mini brains like a couple of times. And like I think the last time we talked about the mini brains, they had started creating brain waves like that were equivalent to like a almost born baby, like the brains, and that they were communicating kind of with each other. I think that was the last article we had. Well, now they have grown mini brains that have like precursors to actual eyeballs. So these, you know, they've developed these tiny beating hearts before. They made tear ducts that could cry. They grew these things in a lab. You guys have heard about the mini brains before. Now they have grown what they're calling, they have mini brains, they've grown what they're calling optic cups, right? These are like these precursor structures to the retina. And instead of having an optic nerve, because our eyes, there's an optic nerve that runs into the brain that connects it. These things are already on there. They can literally sense light, right? They're going to grow these brains that take over the world, man. Wouldn't that be the worst shit ever? They could. I mean, you know, you're creating brains. Maybe they start communicating. They've got eyeballs and
It's
stuff.
getting weird,
like,
dude. Between the
don't know.
robots and the, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, so these
potential
don't.
zombies that are in the population right now that could potentially zombify at any moment and attack, to like the mini brains with eyeballs and.
Bruh, it's great. Out of the 314 mini brains that they grew, 72% of them had these little optic cups, right? Which is great. And they also have a lens and like corneal tissue. They just don't have the retina yet. So what happens when they have whole actual eyeballs on these little brains that are able to work equivalent to like a baby in the womb?
Yeah, I mean, but they can think all day, but without digits and, you know, stuff like that, they really can't move around and do much,
Man,
can they?
I don't know. We don't know. I mean, you're always pushing about how, you know, brain waves affect things. Like, who knows? Maybe without any digits, they'll have like super brain waves.
Maybe they'll be like telepathic little mini brains that send out
That's what I'm
messages
saying.
to other beings who have digits to attack.
And take over the world. We don't
There you
know.
go. We don't know.
Right? It's crazy shit, man.
So, yeah. Good morning to you, CDU Calamero. Good morning to you, friend. Okay, so,
Hi.
yeah, Maxinon's with me. Shit is getting weird, she said. It is getting super weird. It's going to get weirder,
sure.
too. It's going to get fully weird. You know what I mean?
Look at that thing.
This is the, whatever you want to call it, the apocalypse, the Pockeclips. That's my little nickname for it. The apocalypse, the Great Awakening, whatever. This is the Great Revealing, guys. It's going to get weird. It's going to get
I hope
super
it's not
weird.
like the Great Mini Brain Awakening.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah, what if they are like, what if they do develop like super telepathy or something? You know, I mean, like a blind person can develop like super hearing or like, you know, whatever.
The only thing that keeps me from tripping about stuff like this is that I believe that there's a grand design, you know, that there's a grand design to the whole thing. You know what I mean? And I think that humans manipulating things and with technology and with whatever can only get so far. You know, like I think there's really like a design. Like I believe. I mean, what do I believe? I probably shouldn't go into all this.
I mean, I don't freak
think
out
we
about
get
it
reset
either,
from time
but-
to time, and there's a design to that too.
Listen, man, right? Definitely floods and whatnot.
Call it
I agree.
whatever you want, a dimensional shift, the rapture, the harvest. I don't call it what you want, but I think from time to time, things just change up, and there's a design to that process. You know what I mean? That we don't fully understand. So we try to, but we don't understand it.
They are just messing with things they don't understand right now, man.
Yeah, and then
Like these little brains. I mean, how do we know they're not, developing some sort of basic awareness? And at that point,
yeah, what if
this would be a shitty situation for these little brains? Is what I'm saying. Like that'd be, man.
You got me thinking.
That'd be horrible.
About the mini brains now.
I know, the poor little things. I kind of feel bad for them.
Yeah. All right. I know. I kind of feel bad for them too. Like I wonder how much consciousness they have. They don't have consciousness. Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
They produce brain waves like those of preterm babies.
I really want to understand. I really
crowd.
need to understand the soul versus consciousness better. Like I need to understand this on a very fundamental level, and you can't just go anywhere to find this kind of information. You know what I mean? There's people that know, but they're not telling the rest of us. So it's like I really want to understand that, because if you could understand where human consciousness come from and in relation to the human body and the mind, and the same thing with the soul, then it would, things like this wouldn't be as frightening if you knew that this thing, perhaps like this brain thing here, it doesn't have consciousness, not defined in the way that we think of it, or, Remember when Scott brought up the other way, he's about the soul and these creatures walk around with the soul, and I said, well, they don't have souls. The little grays.
Well, we talked about like how the Egyptians believed that you had the soul and the consciousness were two different things, and I forget what it's called, like the Ka and the whatever, like was two different things that were dealt with in two different ways. Like I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, well, where were we? We're gonna get off the mini brains now that we've gone on for that one for a while. Let's see. Mini brains. Now we got bacteria refuse to die even after 1,000 days with no food.
Yeah, they turned into cannibals, man. Not a joke. Like, so these scientists starved. Like they took like what 100. Let me make sure before I have to retract some shit. Right. 100 different. I was right. 100 different populations of bacteria that they starved for over 2.5 years. And what they found was that even though the population started to decrease at first, once the initial somewhat die-off was complete, the remaining bacteria cannibalized the dead ones and then was able to go into like a metabolic stasis and survive the entire time. So they projected this out, and they're arguing now that they think some populations of bacteria are capable of enduring for up to 100,000 years, right? I mean, they obviously can't run the experiment that long, but they've now officially made a projection that they think that there are certain types of bacteria that could have existed, and we know, like, I mean, look what they're doing in Russia. Like, the samples they're pulling out of the ice, and they're thawing all of that primitive bacteria. They think that there are bacteria types that could last 100,000 years. Old is the oldest plants and plants and stuff on the earth. They could be that old, which is crazy.
I'm really enjoying the comments in the chat about consciousness and the soul. I think we should do I think we should do like a separate show and have a conversation about consciousness and the human soul, and you know what I mean?
If it's the same, if it's different,
I mean,
if it's...
Yeah, like, and we could look into that Egyptian stuff and talk about, I don't know. I mean, we could do it on the couch, I guess.
The Ba and the Ka. Thank you, Maxinon.
Yeah.
I knew it was something.
You could do it on the couch, but that would be fun, you know what I mean? Just to have a discussion about, because it's a fascinating topic, and a lot of people have stuff to say. They have good information and comments about it.
Yeah, for sure.
And, yeah. So Michael says you can be conscious without a soul, but it is not the same as being spiritually aware. Interesting.
I could see that.
Yeah, we can have a good conversation about this, guys. Yeah, they like that idea. They're saying yes. All right, put a 1 in the chat, guys, if you want to have a Conspiracy Couch episode where we talk about the human soul and consciousness. Or should we do like just a dig like we did with the, with the AI stuff, and just do a dig into the soul and consciousness and then have a conversation? But we'd have to like take callers. I don't know. I'm overcomplicating it, Foil. Just lay the smack down. Tell me what to do.
Man, yeah, we can do that. We
have
can
a
do a
tendency to
dig.
do that.
We can pull from, like Egyptian mythology. We can go into what the Greeks believed. We can go into what the, what the Indian people, but like we can pull from different cultures and compare and contrast, and we can look at the modern science of consciousness and what we've found out on the quantum level and the arguments that are being made there. We can go into Penrose's stuff. We can definitely do all that.
Okay, let's do that. All right, so let's do a couch episode. So speaking of couch, guys, so we're trying out new show times for couch because we needed to move it off Thursdays. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Conspiracy Couch tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern during the kind of daytime hours. We're going to try that and just see how it works. Tomorrow's going to be on mind control. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to try one more other time and see which one works better. And then we'll pick a for sure time and we'll stick to it every week. But yeah, tomorrow we're going to do it from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern so those that don't normally get a chance to call in and hang out because you're at, whatever. It's going to be in a different time. I don't know if that made any sense. So yeah, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we will be talking about mind control. So, yeah.
Whoop, whoop. Right?
Yeah, I think we're going to, yeah. So.
And Rain, I have an email that I'm going to send you as soon as we get done.
Okay.
Now that I see you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I think that would be a great conversation to have. I really do.
Yeah, for sure. You love consciousness discussions.
I love consciousness. But it's a topic that fascinates me because I don't have the answers. I don't know. You know what I mean? And as much as I've sought to understand and you know me, I've talked about it a million times. As much as I've sought that, I haven't been given those answers, and it fascinates me because I know just enough to be completely fascinated and captivated by the topic, but not enough to understand it. So Phil Christopher's Ka is the ghost that people see, is the Ba is the internal part. Interesting. Thank you for the super chat. And hi, Capable. Good to see you.
Hey, bruh.
Yeah. So, okay. Sorry, I got completely distracted.
No, it's all right. I think that'll be great.
Max says, awesome. That's a perfect time slot. I'm always on Foxhole at 2 p.m. on Mondays as a space that needs you. Yeah, I kind of tossed around a few ideas. I didn't know if it would work during the day or not, but we're going to find out tomorrow because we're going to do it during the day and we're going to see how that works. And hopefully it works. But if not, we got one more time we can try later on in the week, back in the evenings again. That we'll try too, and we'll see what works better for everybody. So, okay, where were we? Is there more to talk about the bacteria, or are we moving right along here?
Moving right along.
All right.
All right.
Moving right along. Where are we at now? What are we doing?
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do do.
Oh, please don't get that song in my head. Please,
baby
please.
Shark, do do.
Don't sing the shark song.
Do,
you know what? Somebody was talking about hell the other day. What would be the worst song? You were asking somebody in an interview or something. I think it was Belushi.
The song that would be like on a loop in hell.
Shark, the baby shark song. That's it. That would be my choice right there. That's absolutely my choice.
Daddy
yes,
Shark.
LA at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. California, 8:05 Ventura, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. Baby shark. Hit it.
Do, 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 do. This is actually kind of interesting. Don't you shoot at me with that laser gun. I'll sing that song again.
I'm not having
this is actually kind of interesting, right? Listen, last show, I think it was last week, last Facebook, somebody had asked about parthenogenesis, right? And this just happened to pop up this week. So this shark was born in an aquarium where two female sharks have been kept for like the past decade, right? This is the first example of an asexual reproduction in this species of shark. Now they've found this with other species, and this happens with reptiles and sharks fairly, not fairly regularly, but regular enough that it's not a crazy thing. But parthenogenesis is where you don't need sperm. It's almost like a virgin birth, right? The question is, obviously this is interesting. If there's a little video shows the little shark, if you want to play it real quick.
Oh,
are you?
Yep, right here.
Where are you
I'm coming back to this dimension for everybody. I'm back.
Did you glitch? Look at that, baby shark.
Why do you insist on singing the song?
I can't. Anytime I see the word baby shark now, it's done for. I have little kids around all the time. I have a terrible memory
with regards to sharks.
Were you attacked by a shark?
No.
Oh no! Now I want to know.
No. Just my last interactions with sharks were not positive. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to go into it. But the sharks didn't do anything.
Oh.
The sharks were fine. Yeah, the sharks didn't do anything.
Were they nice sharks?
I look at the sharks differently than I did then. So, yes, I would have made a different choice that day if that day was this day. I probably would have tried to
punch
pet them.
A shark?
Huh?
No, you pet them. Yes, you should definitely try to pet them.
Yeah. They're little guys. They're not.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised if you communicate with animals your intent, they understand, and that they're did you heard Scott's story with deer? That's a prime example.
Yeah, they came up, yes.
I've kept things from stinging me and hurting me and doing things to me by talking to them telepathically.
Good thing Loyal doesn't know the song. Wait, what song? The Baby Shark song?
Please don't
make me sing it again.
Sing it. No. You cannot sing that song. If I get that
Thank you for the
song
cookie, Belushi.
stuck in my head, that's it. That's a wrap. I've had enough to deal with in the last few days. I don't need that song in my head. Then I'll really snap, and it won't be good.
Oh, Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously this interested me because it was parthenogenesis, and this doesn't normally happen. Yes.
It does that.
This doesn't normally happen with mammals. However, virgin birth, I mean, that obviously has some significance for a great number of people. So I will tell you that in 1995,
are we going to get a shark instead of a person for the second coming?
The Shark Messiah? Who said that?
Yeah,
right.
The
Shark Messiah has risen. Right. No, listen. There was a boy born in 1995. Matter of fact, earlier today when I came across this, I was reading the article about it. Some group of scientists in the UK did a study on this kid. Now, normally when a female mammal has this happen, it dies off very quickly. However, if this process of parthenogenesis begins, and like say that person has sex in the next, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 days, it can sometimes get fertilized. So there was a kid born that had started off in this process of parthenogenesis, and the mother had sex and he got fertilized. The cells ended up getting fertilized with sperm. He was born, but like his blood has no trace of any male, any sperm donation at all. Like part of him will test as if.
And this kid was born in 1995. Where's he at now?
He was born in 1995. I don't know. They used the initials FD. They didn't even use his name in the study. They didn't want to.
Wouldn't either.
Apparently he had some, like he had an asymmetric face and like some things were wrong with the kid. But other than that, he was fairly healthy. But he had started off with the process of parthenogenesis, and then his mother did the deed, and a sperm. Yeah, right. But if like half of him tests like he has no father, including his blood.
Belushi gifted the cookie and said, "Alara, what did you do?" I don't know what he's referring to. Oh, with the sharks? You talking about the sharks? It's not wouldn't be a big deal to you guys. You wouldn't think nothing of it, but to me, it's a big deal. I guess now it's like, it's just not a good memory, dude. I don't know what else to say. It's just not. It's not a good memory.
Was his name Anakin? Right.
Yeah. And then Silent Bob Ross came with the phone, says banned from Foxhole, White Claw, and Baby Shark song. It's banned from this channel, certainly. It's definitely banned from this channel. We will not have.
Oh, buddy.
What?
I got you.
The Baby Shark song. Don't foil. Now that's one thing. Like I'll take any joke, like any joke at all. But if you come out,
but you can get serious on the Baby Shark song.
That's right.
That's messed up, dude.
If you get that stuck in my head, like, gonna be
it's already done. Wait till
running
later
way
tonight.
behind.
You're gonna be like, damn it.
Mr. No Clip just gave me a taco. Thank you for that taco, Mr. No Clip.
It's not a donation, you damn
women.
Hey.
Okay.
I agree.
Where were we?
I agree.
Damn women. They do it every
Right.
time. All right, so let's see. Experimental mRNA HIV vaccine set to start human trials.
Gosh. Yes.
Next month.
This shenanigans. Yeah, I know we didn't think they were going to stop with the Rona, right? Yeah, they've got human trials for a new experimental HIV vaccine to use, using the mRNA tech by Moderna. This is Moderna that's doing this. Is going to start. They're going to start the human trials next month, which is crazy. They're going to use 56 people that are negative. Like, how are they going to know if it's working? That's what I don't know. They're taking 56 people and they're going to give them 2 slightly different mRNA vaccines. They're adults between 18 and 50. They've got to be, like I said, they've got to test negative, and they're going to give them these vaccines and somehow figure out if it works. And not only that, but now they're saying that they could use this as tech to fight dengue fever, Zika, hepatitis, malaria. Like, they want to go all in on the mRNA vaccines to treat all kinds of ailments now. But,
I think they're busting this out now because, like they've always had, you know what I mean? Because they want, it's another way to get in and alter the DNA of.
I don't know. I mean, this is not, the mRNA stuff, like they rushed this, but it's not new tech.
Right. But I mean, people are becoming publicly aware of it. It's being forced on
56 congressmen and women. I don't know if we're that lucky. Right? Yeah, it is. I don't know, Alara. I mean, these people are crazy, man. Human trials start next month.
Just a thought. I mean, it's, it's awfully public and in the news lately. I'm just wondering there's always an agenda, Foil, and it's not to help humanity. So you have to wonder what the agenda is and where it's going,
Depopulation.
Well, yeah, but, of course. All right, where are we now? The EVT.
Technology.
The eVTOL, right?
Yeah, that's tech.
All right.
Technology.
Did you get your Stream Deck fixed?
No, dude.
Oh, you're still doing it?
No, I'm afraid to put it back on my computer. Like I put this software on it and it crashed. The software crashed. It crashed my OBS and it crashed my Stream Deck. And I had to do a system restore, so I'm completely paranoid to reinstall my Stream Deck because I don't want it to screw my computer up. Like, I'm not sure what happened, and I'm just,
The AI is mad.
Something, dude. Something's going on. So here we are.
Yeah, so
I'm rolling without it. I'm doing all right without it. You know what I mean? It's nice having it, great. But
you got it. I mean, you haven't messed. You got it. You got this. You got this. Yeah. So this is flying cars. This is going to be our flying cars now. This is actually in China. Apparently, China.
Oh, come on, look at that thing.
Hey, apparently it's working. Instead of going through testing, the big deal about this company is that they just started making and using their shit. Like, they're literally flying people around town. The CEO, members of the public, like, in autonomous mode, right? Like, they're not even going through testing. Since this is happening in China, they've got different, regulatory agencies and stuff. And, of course, in the West here, we're still trying to figure out all the specifics with this. Like, we have companies that are similar to this EHang, but they've got them locked up in all of these certification processes. Well, over here, they're just letting them go with it. Now, I don't know if you remember, before drones became a big thing, China was able to snatch the market because they just started pushing their stuff out. Well, that's what they're doing with this. And it's it's kind of crazy because we kind of have to look at every new technology that comes out now as almost like a matter of national security, especially with regards to China, because they operate on something that's called their unrestricted warfare doctrine. You know, any state asset, any technology product, anything remotely useful is considered a strategic military asset. I mean, obviously this could have military application. And instead of going through all of the testing and stuff, they literally are just flying these things around now, like putting them into production and running with it.
I just want my hoverboard still. I still don't have one. You know,
the thing, I mean, it's kind of cool. Scroll down a little bit to the other picture of it. It's kind of snazzy looking. Look. I mean, you wouldn't rock with that? Like that, you know, over here they want to have like air taxis and stuff, right? But I mean, a
car probably.
Right.
Take it over a car. Sure.
But you know, I mean, like we've got some similar programs, obviously. Like you know, the Air Force has Agility Prime, where they're doing, you know, funding and testing, you know, for. And this is, like I said, it's vertical takeoff and landing, right? Electric vertical takeoff and landing, you know. But as we're going through testing, they're already in production.
Foil, we're running kind of behind.
Oh, go ahead.
So I'm wondering, what should we cut out of the show?
Well,
we need to go over the heartbeat ID for sure. Like, we got to go into that.
Well, go ahead, go to that. We'll talk about Palantir next week, even though that is kind of creepy and fairly important.
I mean, we could do both. We just gotta be kind of rather quick. We can cut out the disclosure. That can wait. So we can go from Paladin that, and then go into UFOs and space weather.
Paladin.
Yeah, whatever. Palatar, Planetar, Palantir, whatever. Would you like to tell me, or would you want to hear me guess 9 more different versions before you correct me?
Yes, by all means, please continue. Palantir, like the crystal ball thing from whatchamacallit, Lord of the Rings. So there's this company, right? I mean, this is actually kind of interesting.
Friend indeed, I want a flying crotch rocket. Now I'm into that. We can do that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All day long. Give me the flying crotch rocket.
Or even just a jetpack would be great. I'll take a jetpack.
A dirt bike that flies. I'd be so
a dirt bag.
Yeah, another dirt bag. A dirt bike that flies.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, that would be cool. I could rock with that.
I can't believe I've lived in the desert now for several years with no dirt bike. Like, this is tragic.
Yeah, you're in prime dirt bike country, man.
Dude. Every single one of my neighbors. Everybody has one.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can see it.
It's a terrible situation. So continue on. I'm sorry.
If you want to show the peeps, yeah, Palantir is. It's all right. Ma'am. Palantir is this company, and I X'd out the article, so I'm going off brain here. Palantir is this company that does it. They run an AI. And they do meta-analysis of massive quantities of data, right? And they often work for governments, including the United States government. Well, just the other day, something they saw in their data made them determine that it was the perfect time to go buy, like, check the article, make sure I'm not wrong, like $50 million in gold bars.
Yeah.
Right, to prepare for this future, for a future with multiple black swan events. And when they say black swan, they just mean
catastrophic
chaos, like
geopolitical shit shows.
Shit show. Yes, exactly. Right. They bought all this gold. Now their owner, Peter Thiel, this guy, he literally bought like an apocalypse bunker in New Zealand, right? Yeah. So that he can go hide. I mean, these guys, they're like corporate preppers. Okay. But whatever they saw, and you got to Palantir, they have all your information, everybody's information. As a matter of fact, the same publication did a story, I think last year. I mean, talking about to the extent that they know who you're dating, all of your, aside from just your name, email, birthday, whatever, like they have personal details that they feed into this AI that does this meta analysis for them. And like I said, whatever they saw made them feel like they needed to hurry up and go buy $50 million in gold brick because shit was about to go down. Black Swan events.
Black Swan events, man.
Yeah, they consider COVID a Black Swan event. You know,
What about all the
so
hacking?
I just felt like that was worth mentioning.
The hacking stuff's getting out of hand too. Seems like
Well-
every other week there's another hacking event.
Right? I mean, you know, if all the electronics go down, I don't know, gold would be good, although you can't really eat gold. I mean, that's based, you know, if they're going to resume a monetary system after some horrible, like Klaus has been, like, you know, this cyber pandemic, if that were to happen, like, you really want to have tradable goods, you know, water, batteries, whatever. Like, what good is gold if
Right.
you know,
Yeah, we've
you
discussed
can't eat
this.
it?
Right.
Yeah.
We've discussed this. It's good to have all the above. It's good to have all your bases covered. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like all of them. All right.
Well, these
so-
guys are definitely covering their bases.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
World Economic
speaking of
Forum
Klaus.
pushes a new form of surveillance, turning your heartbeat into a digital ID. I really had no knowledge that your heartbeat was that unique, that it could be a form of identification. I had no clue about that until this came out. And this is some
We can thank
NASA.
NASA
This is
for-
some
yes,
NASA shenanigans too.
Exactly. We can thank
like,
NASA
why
for
is
this.
NASA? You got to wonder, why NASA, right? Just one more thing to put on the list.
Because they are an arm of the military-industrial complex,
Of course.
for sure.
And what's his name slideshow that we went through on the AI episode that we did on the Foxhole.
Right.
That document, that's where we did it, right? That PowerPoint, that
Yes.
NASA PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Frightening, all the stuff in there that
Yeah,
they're tied
Bushnell.
to, you guys. Like,
David
frightening.
Bushnell.
If you haven't checked that out, check out the episode, the AI dig that we did on the Foxhole. It's on the Foxhole and it's on Rockfin, but you can only find it there. We're going to be doing that stuff somewhat regularly here too, with different topics, but yeah,
on the Foxhole and the Rockfin, guys. So if you're watching on D Live or YouTube, go support these free speech platforms because we can say whatever over there.
Yep. Yeah, this is frightening, dude. This is like, you know, between the you know, the stuff we know about them seeing through the walls and the heartbeat ID.
The synthetic aperture radar.
It's like, there used to be a time when I'd lay in my bed like, I'm cool, and even like under the covers, like, I'm a hide, you know, I'm cool. Now, like, I laugh at myself. I'm like, right, like you're even cool in your locked house ever at any point. Like, you're not.
Nope.
And almost in a way, it's made me kind of like, now I just
Piss
don't
on it.
care. Like, I'm just
what are
like,
you gonna do?
there's nowhere you can go now to protect yourself in any way, really. So, you might as well just ride it until the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? And
rock it till the wheels fall
That's right.
off.
Just go hard, go big or go home, because you can't hide. There's nowhere to hide anymore. There's no hiding who you are, and there's nowhere to hide. So forget it.
Own it.
Oh, you just own it. Just own it.
Just own it.
And ride it till the wheels fall off. That's my motto. Okay, go ahead, Paul.
Well, so Klaus and the World Economic Forum put out this video. If you scroll down a little bit, it's fairly short. It's there. If you want to show, right there.
Play it? All right.
The World Economic Forum has released another video about our changing world, and it's totally not creepy at all. You see, the Davos globalists have a problem.
This is my guy.
Now that they've normalized the wearing of face masks under never-ending COVID rules, their facial recognition software is having trouble identifying all the serfs. And I mean, how else is this totally beneficent,
That's why.
altruistic, loving group of global billionaires going?
Their CV crap isn't working out as well as they figured
Yes.
it would. They're not gaining control as fast as they would like.
Yes.
So this is why they're coming with the heartbeat ID.
Well, this was initially developed for the
track
military.
Your every movement for the greater good. Well, and this totally doesn't sound like a nefarious, nightmarish Philip K. Dick novel at all. They're going to use technology developed by NASA and the Pentagon that fires lasers at your body to detect your unique cardiac signature, which is then matched against a medical database to reveal your personal identity. See, I told you it wasn't creepy.
Dude.
I keep saying this is all about the digital ID stuff,
How do we
man.
get around
all
the
of
heartbeat,
this?
dude? How do we get around this?
From the World Economic Forum's
I don't
official
know.
website, security in a heartbeat. Digital
There's gotta be a
acceleration has
way.
also put the limelight back onto security
Oh,
issues.
I'm sure
Much of the
somebody
world's
will-
move to
There's a
online,
way.
whether for work or for your weekly shop, involves
It's gotta
sharing
be
broadcast
personal or business information
something else,
remotely
right?
with
I
an
don't
ever
know.
wider number of entities. Not only that, but when people started wearing masks, facial recognition security systems
might
were
wanna pause
stumped.
this.
Oh no. One solution to this conundrum may be the unique.
Why am I pausing it? You don't want to.
Well, I don't be, yes.
We're done
'cause I
with
don't
it?
know if they'll
Okay.
they'll yoke us or not. I mean, we got basically. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, this was initially developed for the special forces. They wanted to be able to track targets from up to 650 feet away, but they went later. Like they go into talking about it, and he's like, I'm not saying that we couldn't do it from space, but basically they could do this from space, right?
course they can.
And they want to roll this out to all of these, to the smart grid.
They can see
so
in your
that-
walls, and they can.
Yes.
They can.
They can
figure
hear
out-
you.
and they can hear you, and they can know who you are by your heartbeat.
It's wild, man. It's wild. But
It's intense. It's an intense thought, friend. We need.
it's
It's getting.
shit is crazy.
Hey, we need a reset, dude. Just boom. We need to just. You know what I mean? Just
like,
start
come on,
over,
Lord.
Right? It's getting crazy.
Michael Hill says you could always do some cocaine. Make your heart go all erratic.
There's got to be a way to deal with it, though. We got to do. This is a new rabbit hole for us, Foil.
Right?
There's gotta
Figure
be a
out
way
how
to
to
defeat it.
defeat
Mhm.
the heart lasers.
Yeah.
Right?
We got to keep coming up with stuff, man. We got to keep it moving. This is gonna be a long battle.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? So we got to keep. coming
I
up
mean,
with
these people they've been on this for.
ingenious stuff. All right, we're gonna skip disclosure, guys. We're gonna go straight to UFOs and then into space weather
By Alexis, thank God.
by Alexis. Because if we were doing the space weather, it would be all bad. So thank God we have
Okay.
Alexis. And
Got
Alexis,
this fuzzy stuff here and
she does
making some
longer
kind of shape.
Well, all right. On that note, let's go to the UFOs. How about that? Unidentified flying objects. All right, man. Let's check out this first one here. See what we got.
Which one is this?
Is there no sound?
I don't know. I don't remember. Did this one have a time stamp on it?
No. If it did, I'd have it pulled up to the time. You know
There are
me.
little lights.
I'm always
right?
uptight, and yeah. I'm
You're
trying not
not.
to be. I'm trying
You're
not to
not.
be.
It's all love here with the peeps. There are little lights up there that start dancing around. Can you see them?
Yeah, they're right here.
Can't see what you're pointing at, but yes, I'm sure that's right.
Can you guys see them out there?
Right. I think that one's from Reddit. Thanks for the can, Amy Butterfly Beacon. Hubby says we need tinfoil shirts. Right.
Tinfoil
The
shirts.
melt tulip.
That's probably
Yeah,
a
I
good
think-
idea, actually. We should probably do
Right.
that. It's about time
Some
we
kind
make
of
some new shirts. Flo.
reflective.
It's been a while. We need some new
Can,
shirts.
can they be made out of reflective material to reflect the lasers?
There we go. We need laser reflecting tinfoil shirts.
Right.
That's
We
exactly.
can't let them. We talked about on that AI dig how they want to put the smart sensors into your clothing and stuff too.
Come on back
That would
here,
link to the
please.
smart grid.
What's going on here?
It's coming back.
Oh yeah, this guy's tripping.
Oh,
Please come back.
I do that too. Like, please.
I need to see you again.
Come back. Don't go. Like, I'm always like, don't go. Come back.
It's coming back, man.
This guy
Animals
sounds
don't
like
do
me.
this.
What'd
This
he
is
say?
no kind of animal
Animals
here, guys,
don't do
except
this.
an intelligent animal. Whoa, there it goes again. It's on.
Amy Butterfly Beacon gifted the can and says, hubby says we need tinfoil shirts. Oh, yeah, you already read that. I didn't realize that.
the move.
Want.
This was coming out of the east. Again, now there's about 10 miles here. There's a little airfield. I'm not going to say the name of it because you'll know where I live. And I don't really want people to know
Heaven
exactly
forbid,
where I live.
it's not like nobody knows.
Because I've had death threats.
With their
believe it or
lasers and
not.
their wall tech.
There's some people
Right,
on
he
here
said
that
I've had
just-
death threats.
I don't know why.
For what?
Well, come back at me again.
UFOs?
Man, I hope this thing don't shoot at me or nothing. It's coming right back at me, man. Isn't that amazing?
Hey, I'm curious about something. So I know for me personally, like I never saw spaceships, or at least not that I remember, until 2017. But ever since then, it's escalated to the point where now it's a pretty continual thing in my life. It's something that happens pretty frequently. You know what I mean? And not only do they show up, but they interact. So I'm curious about everybody in the chats right now. I'm curious about everybody out here. How many of you in the chats right now have had a UFO encounter? Either seen one at a distance, whatever. Just have had a UFO encounter that you know for sure was a UFO encounter. So put a 1 in the chat if you've had a UFO encounter. You're positive. At least one UFO encounter.
Right. Thanks, Belushi,
I'm
for the
curious.
cookie. We love you too.
I'm curious how many people are experiencers, and I'm also curious if it's escalating for other people too. You know what I mean? If ever since they had that experience, they're having more and more of them. Belushi gifted the cookie, says, "Oh my God, I love you both so much. We love you too." Belushi gifted the ship and said the lounge is open by. Thank you, Belushi, for the ship.
We love you. Thanks,
And we will
hubby.
send everybody to the lounge when they leave here.
Yes,
so it looks like
we'll go to the lounge.
Wow.
Well, I had, even before the experience with my niece, I swear, I think it was one of ours. I saw a triangular craft. I told you when I was driving from Ohio to South Carolina for,
and now you've had a second experience.
Good 30 minutes. Yes.
Now you've had a second one.
These were different though. This, whatever happened when I was with my, like that, them little, I don't know if they were light ships or whatever. That was totally different than the triangle that I saw.
Out of the people here who have had a UFO encounter, this has happened, okay? How many of you would say that your UFO encounters have increased in frequency ever since that first one and seem to have been increasing over time since the first one? Put a 1 in the chat if you think that they are increasing and that you've had more and more as time has gone on since that first encounter. Wow, Texas Bear was actually abducted once.
Right.
Wow.
I just saw that, right?
Oh, speaking of, I woke up with scoop marks on my hands today. So I don't talk about this very much.
What?
Yeah, scoop marks on my hands.
Huh.
Yeah. I've woken up with some weird stuff. Like I don't remember anything happening, but I haven't been abducted that I remember, but I do wake up with really weird stuff all the time. You know what I mean? So
scoop marks
on my hand. I don't know. So it looks like we've got most people, I'd say it's about half and half, are saying that it's increasing for them. And the other half either haven't had an encounter or it hasn't increased for them. So maybe they've only had the one UFO encounter. So that's very interesting to me because I have some theories about it, about what's going on in the UFO encounters and all that stuff. So anyway, okay, guys, we'll finish watching our UFO videos and get into space weather here, so we don't go too over on time.
Let's just wave to it and see what it does. I'm waving at it now.
This guy.
I'm waving at it. It's coming right back over the top of me. Okay, now it's on the... Oh. This thing was clipping along. If I wouldn't have shined the laser at it, it would have never came back.
All right, we're going to have to stop this one. Now we're running way over on time. I get curious about the experience.
You and this time thing.
Well, I mean, I know. Okay.
You get curious
your
about what?
camera on with you, and all of a sudden you look to your side, you see something strange in the sky. A strange source
Shout out
of
to the
light
Impossible
behind the
channel.
clouds that does not come from the ground, neither from an airplane.
You gotta let this one play for a minute.
Yeah, these are the lights in the sky.
This is sort of what happened with many people during 2019 and 2020, and to this day, little is known about this strange phenomenon.
That's wild.
Recently, a video went viral of such an event happening in Leon in Guanajuato, and almost instantly the internet was divided by two. Those who had the opinion that this was some sort of strange and alien phenomenon, and others who thought that this might actually have something to do with power lines and electric failure. But it doesn't stop there. This month of August 2021, a strange light was reported in Sotavento region in
I am seeing some comments in the chat I want to say something about. Okay, so for those of you out there that haven't had a UFO experience and you're wondering why do all these other people have these experiences, and why I've been seeking to have one, and why has this not happened to me? So the best advice I can give you, okay, is
tell them you just want to talk to them.
No, Foil, okay, to initiate contact like that, you have to, I've said this a few times, you have to let go of expectations. So in other words, like, instead of going outside and going, come on guys, show up, when am I going to get to see a UFO? You know what I mean? Like, you got to let go of expectations. So you just go out there and you say, I'm ready to understand. I would like to know if you're there, and I would like to have an experience. And you just, I don't know, you guys, you just stay in your heart chakra and you just send them love. And you just send them love and acceptance, and you don't ever have any expectations. And you always say your prayers, and you put up protection, and you make your intent known. And when you do that, you do it on a regular basis, and you just don't have expectations. I think that that's how you can accomplish something. It's when we get into having expectations. I want to tape a ship. I want to know that you guys are here. You need to show up, because it's not fair that everybody, you know what I mean? It's that sort of arson of human inclinations to act that way is what makes them, that they're, you know, and this is my experience. In my experience, that's what works. So you just, you know what I mean? You just make your intent known. I don't know how else to say it. You make your intent known, and you make sure, you know, you're clear about what your intent is. You know what I mean? And then you know, I've seen it happen to a lot of people. They start having experiences, you know, of a benevolent nature, but they don't, the benevolent ones, they will not violate your free will. So they're not going to do that unless they know that you're seeking to understand. And then it will be some sort of thing where you'll know. It'll be between you, like, you'll know. You know what I mean? Like, you'll know that it's them. They'll make it clear to you. So, but it's not always on our timetable. You know, it kind of happens when it happens, sort of thing. It's just, it's not really on our time schedule, like, or when we would like it to happen, you know?
Veracruz, Mexico, and it was posted on Facebook by Lapso Informativo. This is what they captured on camera.
This is wild. Thank you for the cookie for them, Dano.
Yeah, this stuff goes on all the time.
A similar phenomenon was captured on camera in Irapuato, Mexico, and posted by Nivel Paranormal Facebook page.
I care.
I care.
Sí lo está agarrando, pero está más fuerte ahora, Está más fuerte ahorita que cuando usted me dijo. Me voy a pasar de aquel lado de la luz.
At first, I thought this phenomenon could be a light pillar, and if you do not know what a light pillar is, it's an optical phenomena that depends on light sources on the ground and ice crystals high up in the atmosphere. But in this case, what's intriguing about it is that somehow this light seems to be pulsating, and this is not the usual thing that you would see during a light pillar phenomena. Not only that, it doesn't appear to be connected to the ground in any shape or form. What's even more mysterious is that there is a moment that we can see this light pulsating into two of them.
Son dos, mire. Ya se formó una arriba de la otra. Nada más que la de arriba está más tenue.
Now this is when things get even stranger. A video that went viral in Russia shows a similar phenomenon happening, but from above.
That's wild.
A person on a regular commercial flight from Sochi to Moscow was able to capture this strange phenomena, an unknown source of light shining through the clouds. Now, in your opinion, what are these strange phenomena? Is it something that we could easily explain like a light pillar, or is it something else?
No, I think it's something else, friends. What do you think? Is it something else?
Definitely something else. I love that guy's channel.
Golden Crisp, I have a sarcastic outlook. I am of angelic realm. Are angels sarcastic?
Man, they probably have to be.
Really? Yeah, maybe.
I would imagine.
I think that resonates. So, all right, what do we got here? We can save these for next week. Let's just go ahead and run to space weather.
Okay.
What is this? Yeah, we'll save those for next week. We can always run more UFO videos next week. We had lots of stuff to play. So on that note, we are going to go to space weather with Alexis from Ascension Diaries. Did you like that mutilation I did of her name? Okay. My mind is wandering.
I see.
Beep, bubble, beep.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another space weather update. My name is Alexis of Ascension Diaries, and this is created in collaboration with 1 Foot in 5D, and it is their special Space Force News 1-year anniversary. Congratulations and thank you again for collaborating with me on this project. So let's look at the space weather. We are currently in a full moon in Aquarius, so if you're feeling extra weird and crazy and emotional, it's okay, you're just a werewolf. So let's look at the sun next. Over the last 5 days, we had coronal mass ejections that I'd like to quickly show you here on the 19th or 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The 20th, which you just saw, was a superstar this last week, but we have had since a few more expulsions that I wanted to note to you. In the predictive model, though, they're only seeming to follow the CME that happened on the 20th and its trajectory, which looks like it is going towards, again, Mars and Mercury. We are this little yellow dot on the right, and we are doing a lot better than those planets in regards to space weather impact this next week. But we have seen during those CMEs over the last 2 days especially, the X-ray radiation get to a C class, which means that there were solar flares up into that area of C class, which is not the highest class, but one to note for sure. That's when things start getting orange. If you can see right here on the Space Weather Live resource that I like, solar flares are important and they usually do happen, and then the CMEs follow suit. CMEs can happen without a huge flare, but when flares happen, those CMEs tend to follow. The spaceweather.com prediction is that we're going to be having a lot of solar wind on the 25th. So this coming Wednesday, just check on your body, see if you're having a little bit of soreness, pick up your use of minerals and keep yourself hydrated so you can work that solar wind through your body easier. And we're also being pointed to an active sunspot that's going to be turning towards us very soon in this coming week and potentially produce more flares. Another note I'd like to make quickly is that there seems to be earthquake activity right now, and this is being recorded at around 3:18 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At least, so perhaps tonight this data won't be available to look at later, but right now I'm seeing that there seems to be global earthquake activity registering, because these charts, at least the ones that are on here, are all over the world. They measure areas all over the world, and so I'm seeing things in the Caribbean, I'm seeing things in China and Russia, but it's all around the same time period, which is interesting. So if you'd like to keep up with earthquakes more as well, I'd recommend you follow Dutch Sense on YouTube for that, because I'm still learning as well. And if you would like any of the links I mentioned tonight, please just go to my link tree, hit up the Space Weather Links area, and pick your favorite and keep up with the research. And until next week, I'll see you then.
Beep, bubble, beep. Thank you, Silent Bob Ross, for the EMP. Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you.
Much love. Thank you so much. That means a lot, friend. Thank you so much.
Much love to you. Yes,
Really,
and
really
Golden Crisp
appreciate
for the phone, and Dodie Danny for the shades.
Dodie Danny for the shades. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much, you guys, for the love and the support.
Yes, we love you.
Yeah, I always get sad when Space Force News is coming to an end. Okay, so like Alexis was saying in the Space Weather Report, the energies are really intense right now with this new moon, and
Are you a werewolf?
I've noticed it. Not that I'm gonna turn into something, but it's intense right now, guys. So do what you need to do for yourself to keep yourself level-headed, because a lot of people issues are coming up and things are going on for them, and that's just kind of I think what's happening with this cycle. I've been noticing a trend. So everybody take good care of yourselves, and it's a full moon tonight too, isn't it? So time to go put your crystals outside if you have crystals. All right, let me go release the scratching and the lemons over on D Live. Let me take care of that real quick. And
yes, and much love. Yeah, thank you,
hanging out with us for our anniversary, guys. This has been lots of fun, making fun of ourselves. It always is.
What better way to spend the evening?
That's right. Can't ask for a better way to spend the evening than making fun of yourself. All right, let's see here.
Divine Fractal said that you had blue wings at one point, and if you drew a pic, I'd love to see that. Right, you always present as blue in these etheric realms, Alara.
Yes.
I'm blue bottom. Oh, thank you, Phil Christophers, for the super chat. Much love to you.
I told you guys a million times I'm a blue alien. I am. Don't look like
yes,
it
is
now.
Blue moon.
Not in this dimension.
This is true. It's the blue moon, Alara.
Is it? Oh, look,
Yes.
maybe my people will come visit. That'd be cool. That'd be super
She
cool.
needs her people. Thank you, Patriot
All right,
Corps, for the
releasing
can.
the lotto
Patriot Corps. I
tickets
did you.
over
Patriot
on,
Corps.
Releasing the lotto tickets over on Foxhole. Laura QAnon gifted the cookie. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much, Laura QAnon. Good to see you.
Tesla Dub for the shades. I joined Foxhole for y'all and RP78. Thank you. Much love to you.
That
And then
means a
Patriot
lot.
Corps for the can. Happy anniversary. Love your work.
Look,
we love
they're-
you too.
They're
Thank
coming
you.
up on pills in the lottery, man. What, did we not let the scratching out in the last week or something? What happened?
I don't know. I don't know if we were able to last time or not. We had all those issues. Remember? Was that last week? I feel like every week we have some kind of
I can't remember.
tech shenanigans.
Yeah, I can't remember right now. So yeah. All right, let's see what else is going on. So as far as next shows, we are running Conspiracy Couch tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. Completely different time than we've ever done it before. So we're going to give that a try. Monday, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. We will be doing the topic of mind control. So definitely come and hang out with us if you don't normally get to do so, because we normally do it late at night. So yeah, and I will be on with Methods on Wednesday, as far as I know, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern. I believe he is returning tomorrow for coffee and chill. So, so yeah, so that's about it for next week's shows. What about you, Foil?
Tuesday I'll be doing something at 7, and then Friday conspiracy theory trivia at 8. Obviously, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the molecular farming thing solo dolo on Tuesday, assuming I can finish with this setup.
When are you gonna do another video? Like, your videos are the bomb, dude. You're
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I think that I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Like, I haven't done that in a minute. One of my old school, like, just yeah.
Your videos are good, dude. You should do that.
I need to get that together for sure.
All right, so yeah, that's it as far as that goes. Is there anything else that I'm not thinking about? It's been super awesome hanging out with all you guys here on our 1 year. I can't believe it's been a year, dude. It's been a year for.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
went by so fast.
It's wild, you know what I mean? It's cool though. So yeah.
Thanks to the mods.
Yeah, big thank you to the mod. I know there's something I'm forgetting right now, so I'm trying to stall so I can remember what it is, but I can't remember what it is. Oh, thanks you guys for your prayers.
Yes.
For White Hat and for Methods. Really appreciate that a lot. And on that note, I think that is it. Yeah, thanks for hanging with us on our 1 year anniversary. This has been wonderful, and Foil and I, you know, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get mushy for a second. I love Foil. You know what I mean? This is Foil's my ride or die, man, and I love working with her, and you know, everything about our relationship is, you know, we bicker and we make fun of each other and we yell at each other and we do it all, but we have an amazing relationship, and we have ever since we met, and I'm really grateful you're in my life, and
thank you
for multiple reasons, and I love working with you. Everything, you're just a blessing to my life. I'm really glad that God put you in my life, you know?
Thank you.
And
Alara, I love you too, and I will be here. You know that. Like, I got you.
Always. It means a lot to me too, especially after, the loss I suffered early on in my life. So it does mean a lot to me, man. And I know, no matter how much you guys see us bicker or troll each other, or whatever you see, just know and understand that me and her have, a super good relationship, and that will never change, you guys. That will never change. So it's always said in jest, and it's always being funny. So after the show tonight, it looks like Space Shot's going to be on. Oh, Space Shot's going to be on Severe's show. So Belushi's opening up the lounge. He's going to have his little dance party over there on the Foxhole. Belushi's lounge will be open. And if you go over to Severe's channel, you can catch Space Shot over there. It looks like that's on right. Is that on right now, Debbie, or is that on right after the show? One or the other. It's either on right now or on directly after the show. So
yeah, I think he goes live at 11.
Goes live at 11. Okay, great. So yeah, definitely go and support the other content creators. Go say hello. Let them know that 1 Foot and 5D sent you. And on that note, big thank you to all the mods. Thank you to all the Spacetriots. We love you guys.
Yes, guys, like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. If you want to support Space Force News directly, you can do that with the Cash App, which is in the description below, along with our link trees. You know what it is. Rockfin. Go make the free account. That's the best way to support us now, by supporting these free speech platforms. Also, if you're watching on DLive or YouTube, go to pill.net. Get yourself the Foxhole. It's the best place in the world to be. Other than that, we love you. We will see you next week for another awesome episode of Space Force News Live. Until then, keep your eyes on the skies and stay loyal.
One more thing I wanted to mention before I close is that Woke Societies is in the middle of his move right now, so he's not going to be live all week, you guys. If you're wondering where Woke Society's in, again, somebody that needs to be kept in our prayers, because he's moving with his entire family out of state this next week. So please keep Scott from Woke Societies in your prayers, and his family as well. And also, quite frankly, will not be on all week. He is on vacation. So yeah, you won't find any Quite Frankly either. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a different week for everybody. So on that note, love you guys, great show, and we will see you next week. We are your news in this dimension and the next. Good night.